Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Please subscribe. And just come on and just watch the videos and hang out with me, man. Consider becoming a member. Let's get the party started. Malik Scott. Oh my God, Malik Scott. The criticism associated with this man. Malik Scott, just get out of boxing. Stop training. The commentating is pretty good, you know. He knows boxing. But just stop. Now, the opinion by most is that Malik Scott is probably the worst trainer ever in the history of boxing. This is not a fact, it's opinion. I've been saying it forever. I try to cut him some slack because of how he ruined Deontay Wilder. Had him fighting like somebody that none of us recognize, and Wilder ain't been the same since he got involved. But then he stumbled across Zurdo. And when Zurdo was out here and he became a unified champion, Malik Scott was there feeling good because it's almost like he's like, whoo, thank God I have some fighters that are winning. And it takes that heat off me from people saying that how I ruined Deontay Wilder. So then he went on here and was openly bragging about how he knew Zurdo was going to beat David Benavidez because Malik Scott's involved with him. And let me tell you something. Malik Scott, he's got to take accountability. Don't come out now that Zurdo got his face broken and everything else. Don't come out now talking about, nah, Zurdo has his own trainers and I just came in just kind of in a consulting capacity. You know, I don't want to, you can't put all the blame on me. No, stop. Because you better believe if Zurdo would have beat Benavidez or knocked him out, Malik Scott would have been doing 1,000 interviews. That man ain't never seen a camera he don't like. Oh, he loved to be in front of a camera talking. Oh, Malik Scott, the city slicker with them spectacles on and that mustache and smiling, showing all 32 teeth. Now, I think he's a great human being. I'm going to tell you that. But as a trainer, bum, bum, bum. Nah, man. Trainers are judged by results and fighter limitations. That crap that happened last night with Zurdo. Did Malik Scott not expect to get criticized? He's associated with some of the worst losses. Matter of fact, the Wilder performances, those are like shocking defeats. That third one to Fury, how he almost got knocked out by Parker, how he got destroyed by Zhang, all Malik Scott. And against Helenius hurt Wilder in that fight. You go back and watch that first round. Helenius hits him with that check hook, and Wilder fumbles back. If Helenius would have followed up on him, he would have knocked Wilder out. But then Wilder came, Helenius foolishly followed him around the ring with his hands down, and Wilder landed a shot from the gods. And that had Malik Scott out here feeling like, oh yeah, the training and we practiced on this, and that's the shot, and you saw Wilder do this, and man, Malik Scott stopped. What I saw was Wilder get his ass hurt and land a shot from the gods. And every other fight he had, which he didn't look good at all. But that's why people are criticizing Malik Scott, because of his association with losses, strategic disagreements. I don't agree with the strategies this man has put together for these fighters, man. And fans are emotional, so they're going to have emotional reactions. You know what I'm saying? Now with Zurdo, this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy. I believe, and I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face, that Malik Scott, he wanted to have a weight strategy. I think he felt, okay, David Benavidez is fast, he has power. Deontay Wilder is fast, Deontay Wilder has power. The Kronk guys had Tyson Fury balloon up in weight. So he could come in and bully the faster fighter with power. But he can bully him with his size. to negate that speed and to to smother that power. And because Fury was so effective in the second and third fights against Wilder, and Malik Scott got to witness it firsthand, I believe 100% that was his strategy for Zurdo. Come in, instead of Zurdo, come in as El Gordo and try to put all that weight on Benavidez and smother Benavidez and be Tyson Fury to Tyson Fury, basically to Benavidez, like how Tyson Fury was to Deontay Wilder. Now remember, this is just my theory, my opinion. It's not anything confirmed. But I mean, look, I may not be smarter than a fifth grader, but I got stalwart common sense. And I'm telling you that was the bullshit strategy. Because nothing else changed about Zurdo. Zurdo did nothing different. Nothing. When he fought Bivol, same Zurdo, man. Same old, same old. There was no change in strategy. I believe this 100%. Malik Scott said, all right, we don't need to worry about changing your strategy and doing all this. We need to focus on making sure you come in and you outweigh him by 15, 20 pounds. That way you can absorb punches better. In the clinch, you can grab him, you can body him, you can move him around. But they didn't work on the inside game. They didn't work on tying up the arm and working with the free hand. They didn't work on none of that shit. If they did, it didn't show up in the ring. He just showed a guy with this big oaf, cumbersome, fumbling along in there and getting the shit knocked out of him. Malik Scott at one point was over in the corner looking over at David Benavidez' team, and you could see in Malik Scott's head, he was like, oh shit. That guy Hood Champion gonna do a video about me. Or somebody else gonna say something about me. I'm gonna get criticized. I'm gonna get ridiculed. But I'll say this. I haven't seen any interviews from Malik Scott. I'm gonna look for him. And I'll be honest with you, we shouldn't have to look for him. They should be out there. No, because if Zurdo would have won, Malik Scott would have been all up in front of the camera. He'd have been all in front of the camera. He might as well put a shiny suit on and start dancing around like Puff Daddy and shit. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Because I'm telling you, he would have been acting the fool. The fool, boy, if Zurdo won. Just didn't go that way. So don't hide now. Don't hide now. The reality is fighters win. Oh, boy. Go lay down after this. I got one more video, right? Fighters win, they win. When you lose as a team. Blame often gets oversimplified. Let's not do that. And I believe this 100% as a leader. Your subordinates' wins are their wins. You don't take credit for that shit. Malik Scott wants to take credit for the wins. He don't want to. He don't want to give it all of the credit to his fighter. He want to be right in front of the camera and shit. And that's his choice. I don't like that. To me, get in front of that camera, right? When your fighter loses, you take 100% of the blame. Don't hit him with the, well, I like to caveat on this or however, comma. No, man. When your fighter loses, it's your fault. Don't tell me what Deontay Wilder didn't do or what Zurdo didn't do or what his coach, those other coaches didn't do. Don't tell me that shit. Because we lose respect for you. You're the one sailing that ship. Sail it. And when it starts to, fill with water, you get all your men off, you get everybody off that damn boat. And you go down with it. You don't take them down. You get them off to safety. You don't save yourself. Go down with it. Because I'm telling you, man, Malik Scott, I'm not saying if he wouldn't have been there that Zurdo would have won. I think Benavidez beats him 10 times out of 10 times. But it would have been a better strategy and probably more competitive, man. But some fans are going to be, a bit divided. Say, our Hood Champion, man, you're getting this one wrong. I'm just telling you, man. When I think about that Zurdo narrative, When I look at that weight strategy and the mimicry of Tyson Fury's tactics, at least that seemed to be what they were going to try. And again, it's not confirmed strategies, it's just a conversation. But that's just how I see it, man. So I'm blaming Malik Scott for the Zurdo loss. I'm blaming Malik Scott for Wilder's losses. And I think that shit is fair. But anyway, y'all could go in the comments and try to break down the criticism, rumors, and truth behind the headlines. But the reality is, Malik Scott was there on Deontay Wilder's team, and he had the Fury, Helenius, Parker, Zhang. He had 4 fights with Deontay. They won 1, which was lucky, shot from the gods. 4 fights with Wilder, and Wilder looked horrible in all 4 fights. Malik Scott's the problem. He over there with Zurdo. Zurdo had the biggest fight of his career, and he led that man to failure because I truly believe he thought he could sit there and copy what the Kronk boys did, Sugar Hill and those guys did with Tyson Fury, and bring Zurdo in bigger, and thought that they would have the same results against Benavidez as the Kronk team did with Fury against Wilder. Tell me Malik Scott can't think for himself as a trainer. He knows boxing, don't get me wrong. But at the elite level, he ain't that guy. Simple. He just had another guy lose over there in the UK. So, anyway, at least he's learning. And maybe in the next couple of years he'll be better as a trainer. But these fighters who work with him better be careful. Don't get caught up in the fact his name was attached to Deontay Wilder. All those knockouts Wilder had, that shows before Malik Scott. I know supposedly he was kind of hanging around the camps and all that. That shows before Malik Scott. Anyway, y'all keep cool. I'm blaming him. And I believe 100% that was his strategy. And if you disagree, let me know. But why was Zurdo coming there looking so big? Think about it. I'm in the breeze.